The Huangdi said, since ancient times, understanding the weather has been fundamental to life, and this foundation is nothing other than the yin and yang of heaven. Between heaven and earth, within the 6 directions, as large as the regions of the 9 provinces or as small as the 9 orifices, 5 organs, and 12 joints of a person, all are connected with the weather. The weather gives rise to the 5 elements, and the qi of yin and yang each divides into 3 based on their waxing and waning. If one often violates the laws of change of yin, yang, and the 5 elements, then evil qi will harm the human body. Therefore, adapting to these laws is fundamental to the prolongation of life. When the qi of the vast sky is clear and pure, the human spirit accordingly becomes smooth and peaceful. Conforming to the changes in weather will enrich the yang qi, and even if there are harmful winds and evil qi, they cannot harm a person. This is the result of adapting to the seasonal changes of yin and yang. Therefore, the sage concentrates and aligns with the weather, comprehending the principles of yin and yang changes. If one goes against these principles, it will cause the 9 orifices to become obstructed internally, and the muscles to become congested externally, and the defensive qi to scatter and not be solidified. This is due to the inability to adapt to natural changes, known as self-harm, and it weakens the yang qi. The yang qi of the human body is as important as the sun in the sky. If the yang qi loses its normal position and cannot play its important role, one will reduce lifespan or die prematurely, and the functions of life will also become weak and insufficient. Therefore, the normal operation of the celestial bodies is manifested by the universal illumination of the sun, and the yang qi of humans should also be upper and outer, playing a protective role against external evils. If cold evil harms a person, the yang qi should move inside the body like a door hinge in its socket. If living habits are abrupt and disturb the yang qi, it is easy to cause the spirit to exceed outwardly. If summer heat harms a person, then there will be excessive sweating and restlessness, heavy breathing and panting, and talkativeness when calm. If the body heats up severely, like burning charcoal, the heat evil can be dispersed by sweating. If damp evil harms a person, the head feels heavy as if wrapped by something. If damp and heat coexist without being expelled, it harms the large and small tendons, causing contraction or relaxation, with contraction leading to cramps and relaxation leading to flaccidity. If wind evil harms a person, it can cause swelling. These 4 types of evil qi persistently intertwine and harm people, leading to the exhaustion of yang qi. When the human body is overworked, the yang qi becomes excessive and outwardly active, gradually depleting the yin essence. Repeatedly, as yang increases and yin decreases, when summer heat arrives, it can easily cause heatstroke, with symptoms like dim vision, blocked ears, and confusion like a collapsing capital city or a rushing torrent, uncontrollable. The yang qi of humans, when angered, ascends, and the blood follows the qi to accumulate upward, obstructing communication with other parts of the body, leading to fainting. If it injures the tendons, causing them to relax and not contract, one cannot move at will. Frequent unilateral sweating can lead to hemiplegia. When sweating and encountering damp evil, small boils and prickly heat can easily occur. Regular consumption of fatty meats and fine rice leads to carbuncles, with illness as easy as receiving something in an empty container. When sweating from labor and encountering wind-cold evil, acne forms due to congestion in the skin, and boils develop from accumulated heat. The yang qi of humans nourishes the spirit, making it bright and alert, and nourishes the tendons, making them flexible. If the regulation of sweat pores is abnormal, cold qi will invade, damaging the yang qi, causing the tendons to lose nourishment and leading to body bending and not stretching. Cold qi deeply entrenched in the vessels, lingering between the flesh, obstructs the circulation of qi and blood, leading to sores over time. Cold qi invading through acupoints and transmitting internally affects the 5 organs, damaging the spirit, leading to fear and panic. Due to the lingering cold qi, the nourishing qi cannot flow smoothly, obstructing between the muscles, leading to abscesses. When sweating has not ceased, The body and yang qi are weakened, and if wind cold invades, blocking the acupoints, wind malaria occurs. Wind is the initial cause of various diseases, but as long as one maintains mental stability in a balanced lifestyle, the muscles and skin will be tightly closed, resisting external evils. Even if exposed to severe wind, it cannot harm, which is the result of nurturing vitality by following the seasonal patterns. When illnesses are prolonged and evil remains within the body, they can transmit internally and evolve further. When communication between upper and lower is blocked, and yin and yang are obstructed, even skilled doctors are powerless. Therefore, when yang qi accumulates and is obstructed, it can also lead to death. For such accumulation and obstruction of yang qi, a purgative treatment should be used. If not treated promptly and correctly, and mishandled by a crude doctor, it can lead to death. The yang qi of the human body governs the body surface during the day. In the early morning, yang qi becomes active and moves outward. At noon, yang qi reaches its peak. As the sun sets, yang qi on the surface gradually weakens, and sweat pores begin to close. Therefore, at night, yang qi converges inward, and one should not disturb the muscles and bones or approach fog and dew. If the daily pattern of yang qi activity is violated, the body will be troubled by evil qi, leading to fatigue and debilitation. Qi Bo said, Yin continuously supports yang qi from within, and yang protects the outside, making the body surface solid. If yin cannot overcome yang, the excessive yang qi will accelerate blood circulation, and if exposed to heat evil, the excessive yang qi will lead to mania. If yang cannot overcome yin, the excessive yin qi will lead to the imbalance of the qi of the 5 organs, causing the 9 orifices to be blocked. Therefore, the sage balances yin and yang without bias, thus achieving harmony in the tendons and veins, solidity in the bones and marrow, and smooth circulation of blood and qi. In this way, internal and external harmony is achieved, evil qi cannot harm, the senses are sharp, and the qi mechanism functions normally. When wind evil invades the body, damaging yang qi and progressively invading the internal organs, yin essence gradually perishes, caused by the damage to the liver by the evil qi. Overeating obstructs the mechanism of ascent and descent, leading to relaxation of tendons and veins, intestinal roaming, and hemorrhoids. Excessive drinking leads to qi inversion. Excessive exertion damages kidney qi and injures the waist and spine. The key to yin and yang lies in the density of yang qi. Dense yang qi allows yin qi to be securely contained within. Disharmony between yin and yang is like having only spring without autumn, or only winter without summer in a year. Therefore, the coordinated interaction of yin and yang, affecting each other, is the highest standard for maintaining a normal physiological state. Thus, excessive yang qi, if not dense, will lead to the exhaustion of yin qi. Balanced yin qi and dense yang qi lead to normal spirit. If yin and yang are absolutely separated, the essence of life will be exhausted. Invasion by fog, dew, and wind-cold evils leads to cold and heat diseases. Wind injury in spring, if lingering, leads to acute diarrhea. Heat injury in summer leads to malaria in autumn. Damp injury in autumn, with the evil qi ascending, leads to coughing and possibly to flaccidity diseases. Cold injury in winter leads to warm diseases in the following spring. The evil qi of the 4 seasons alternately harms the 5 organs. The production of yin essence comes from the diet of the 5 flavors. The 5 organs that store yin essence can also be harmed by the 5 flavors. Excessive consumption of sour taste causes liver qi to overflow and become excessive, leading to the exhaustion of spleen qi. Salty taste leads to bone damage and muscle contraction, depressing heart qi. Sweet taste leads to fullness and oppression of heart qi, causing breathing difficulties and darkened complexion, unbalancing kidney qi. Bitter taste causes spleen qi to be overly dry and not moistened, leading to stomach qi stagnation. Pungent taste leads to tendon and vein damage, relaxation, and mental harm. Therefore, Careful balancing of the 5 flavors strengthens bones, softens tendons and veins, smooths qi and blood, and tightens the skin, making bone qi strong and powerful. Therefore, valuing the way of nurturing life and implementing it correctly leads to the long-term preservation of innate vitality.